YouTube.
Yo, that's crazy work.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Hell no, you can't. No. Talk to me nice. What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bag TV, man. If you don't get your goof ass in here and hit the bag. All right, look, it's time to address the elephant in the room. I don't know if you know, but breaking news just came out over the last several hours that the Canelo Alvarez turns Crawford September date that just recently was announced. It's off. It's off now. I didn't see Bud or Canelo put up the official flyers. Maybe they did and I missed it. But this fight was all but agreed upon, right? And now it looks like it's off. And now this kind of comes on the tail of the news breaking that, or reports coming out that Canelo Alvarez is entertaining a fight with Jake Paul, right? So that could have a ton to do with why the of course Canelo Bud could potentially be off. Now the first thing that came into my mind is we dealing with Canelo Alvarez. It's just Bud Crawford. A lot of people feel like Bud can win, and maybe Canelo feel like Bud can win.
We should plan this another time. This nigga's scared.
That's my first thought, right? But I'm like, nah, Canelo, Bud's basically still a 47 guy. There's no way Canelo is afraid of Crawford, logically speaking. I'm using common sense here. I doubt he's afraid of Bud. He's probably afraid of the style Bud would bring to the ring as far as it, not being that crazy, action that Canelo, I think he does prefer in his fights. He wants to sit there and bang, and that's probably something Crawford is not going to be willing to do in a lot of, spots in the fight, right? He's going to have to more than likely hunt Crawford down, right? But as I continuously say, Bud, I just believe he's a game fighter, and there's going to be some times in this fight, if it were to happen, that he would want to lock horns with Canelo. Wouldn't be the brightest idea, but he would want to lock horns with Canelo. But I stand on what I've been saying. I don't believe Bud wins that fight. Hell no. It's no way. He can't win.
You've seen him. You know how strong he is. You can't win.
He's too strong. He's too big. I'm one of those people that believe that, there's no way Bud beats Canelo. And I think it's what's intriguing about this fight is you have a lot of people who do believe. And I know most of y'all are like, damn, Tio, you don't believe he could beat Canelo? No. I mean, listen, if the stars aligned and it was the perfect night for Bud Crawford, sure. But I just don't see him reacting any different than anybody else that tastes the power of Canelo Alvarez, bro. And it's not just power. The dude is skilled at the same time. I'm one of those guys who, yeah, sure, from time to time, I may hate on Canelo because I don't like the way he's moving or doing certain things, but I never shit on the skill set or the power. No, hell no. That comes first and foremost when it comes to Canelo for me in the sport of boxing. The dude's talented and he's got power, bottom line. So, but you want to think about other factors, right? Of course, to tell again, the news coming about Jake Paul, I want to tell this Crawford news. Who does Canelo sell more against? Jake Paul, right? This guy's got like 20 million YouTube followers, almost 30 million on the gram. You saw what he was able to do versus Mike Tyson, almost break Canelo's record at AT&T Stadium. Got the Netflix deal done. So, I mean, it's as a businessman, and I've always given Canelo, listen, I've hated on Canelo. God knows I have been a hater of Canelo in the past.
You are a hater.
And I'll probably be a hater of Canelo in the future.
You are a hater.
But I gotta keep it a bean when it comes to doing business. This dude's not worth almost $300 million for no reason, right? He was able to grasp the business of boxing, and he's done a great job with it. And doing business with somebody like Jake Paul at this particular time, where Jake's basically another one of the faces of boxing, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. I hate the fact that Jake's one of the damn faces of boxing.
You are a hater.
Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe all I do is hate.
Oh man, hate.
It might be in your boy's blood, but you can't deny the facts. And if you put Canelo Alvarez with Jake Paul, it's pure money at the end of the day, right? Let's keep it in a bean. Love Bud Crawford to death, and yeah, you know, he's got a tremendous fan base, but it's nothing compared to Canelo, who has a whole country behind him, and it's nothing compared to what Jake Paul is doing right now. Bud Crawford is not in Canelo or Jake Paul's league, and I'm just keeping it in the bean. Even though I favor Bud, that's my dog, over both of these niggas. You know what I mean? Give me Bud Crawford all day. I'm rooting for Bud. I want to see Bud win over all them niggas. But our facts is facts. I'm a realist. I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it a bean. Oh, and I know it's hard for you niggas to hear somebody keep it real and not just be completely biased. But man, I gotta stand on it. So listen, that could very well be a determining factor why this fight is called off. Now, we don't have any details about exactly why this fight is getting called off, but I'm almost 100% sure it's from Canelo's dealing. Maybe negotiations got a little bit tough. You know how Crawford coming when it comes to negotiation, especially if it's his money man that's putting up the money for the fight. Of course, it's a great opportunity for Canelo to continue to do really good business like he's always been doing with Turkey Al Sheikh to make a ton of money. But because Turkey is, favors Bud the way he does, maybe those negotiations ain't work out exactly like they planned. And maybe Canelo is saying, hey, I understand that you backing Bud, but I'm the draw. It'll be people paying to see me at the end of the day way more than they'll be paying to see Bud Crawford. And the Turks probably be like, man, it doesn't matter who's paying to see. I'm paying you. I'm paying for the event. It doesn't matter. And it probably matters what Canelo could recoup off the back end, right? So maybe a full number up front from Turkey wasn't good enough, and Canelo also wanted back end money, right? So it could have played out so many different ways, and unfortunately for Bud, Canelo's got more options. Right? You could do a big fight with Jake Paul, bullshit fight at the end of the day. But again, putting on those businessman eyeglasses, and trying to look through those lenses for Canelo Alvarez. At the end of the day, at 34 years old, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, more than likely. Now, I'm, for one, all for legacy, for sure. And you got somebody in Canelo Alvarez who went on a European tour campaigning on legacy. But sometimes legacy is going to take a back seat when it comes to that bread. So you got, potentially he makes more money versus Jake Paul, and let's keep it a bean. If he wanted to see the likes of a David Benavidez, that is potentially a bigger fight and would draw more bread for Canelo Alvarez, especially given what just transpired between David Benavidez and Morrell, and what I believe was a successful pay-per-view event. I think this proved that, David Benavidez is a star, right? Now, you could say him and Bud Crawford could potentially be on the same level there as far as Benavidez and Crawford, but this was a fight that people had been asking for way before we even thought of Canelo fighting Bud Crawford. Matter of fact, we were asking for this fight when people still thought that Canelo fighting Bud was a fantasy fight. It was far-fetched. It was crazy. Bud would never do that, right? That's how long we've been asking for this Benavidez fight. So another huge fight that could take place for Canelo Alvarez. So listen, the dude has options. Doesn't necessarily have to do business with Turki Al-Sheikh, even though it's the good businessman in him that wants to go over there and get some of that Turkey money too. But I can't wait to see exactly, what the details are that comes out, and we can, figure out exactly what transpired. But we do know there's other options. We do know that the Jake Paul fight's been mentioned. But what's interesting is the Jake Paul fight would probably be for Cinco de Mayo, unless he wants to maybe go after William Skull, becomes undisputed, and then have the Jake Paul in September, age Crawford out a little bit more, have a little bit more of an advantage, get that fight done next year. It's a lot of different ways Canelo could play this. I definitely want to know y'all's thoughts though, man. Let me know exactly what you think in the comment section. Damn, that's a little bit long one. Thank you if you stuck around. Appreciate that love. That's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Big T.O. Heavy Bag. I am out of here. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.